Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Just James. Feelings Friday 2024. How we doing? Let's do this. So the other day, I was watching some YouTube videos, and I saw something that kind of bugged me, and it was just a thumbnail, and it said, "Your feelings don't matter." And while the video ended up being very inspirational and very informative, the thumbnail was something that I think that was both an attention grabber and one that also is a pattern of how we've thought about feelings and expressing them. Because your feelings do matter, and your feelings are important. They're you. They're they shape your interactions, they shape how you feel about yourself and how you go about your day. They shape your motivation, everything. And so what I want to say is combating the belief that one's feelings don't matter. It's crucial for our overall mental well-being. And so as I got to thinking about it, I was trying to figure out some strategies to go challenge and address this mindset that I think sometimes society has put as a negative thing. Now, you can't always go through life moping about and being depressed and thinking that you're never going to be happy. Yeah, I don't think that's healthy. And you can't also go through life with a false sense of happiness and putting on a face that everything's okay, because it's not sometimes. Sometimes your day is pretty messed up. And sometimes you have to walk into that meeting or you have to walk into that family function and you put a smile on, when sometimes you just want to go hide in a corner or go in the closet and take a breath. But what's important is validating your feelings. And you need to acknowledge that your feelings are important and valid. Regardless of whether you understand their cause or intensity, they're there. And they'll come back. You'll feel them again. Hopefully not the negative ones, but it may happen. But you need to remind yourself that emotions are just a natural part of who we are and being human and social interaction. And it's okay to feel that wide range of feelings. And those feelings may vary from one minute to the next. And you need to challenge negative self-talk. You need to pay attention to any self-critical and dismissive thoughts you have about your feelings and challenge them. You need to ask yourself if there's evidence to support those self-critical thoughts or if they're based on any unhelpful and unhealthy beliefs. And you need to practice replacing that negative self-talk with a more compassionate and realistic outlook and with positive statements. They have to be realistic. You can't lie to yourself. You have to firmly believe that you're being critical on yourself and that you need to change. And part of that will lead to practicing self-compassion and treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when you're struggling with difficult emotions. Practicing the self-compassion by offering yourself the same empathy and support you would give to a friend in a similar situation is only going to serve to build you up. You have to practice that, because I think inherently we're all good and we all want to help each other in one way, shape, or form, despite what we're told from outside influences. And so offer yourself that same empathy and support. But sometimes you have to go out and you have to seek support. And that occurs by reaching out to trusted friends and family members and even mental health professionals who can provide validation, empathy, perspective, and sometimes even redirection. And talking about your feelings with others is not a negative thing. And we need to overcome that stigma. Talking about what's in your head is going to help you feel heard. It's going to help you feel understood. And it's going to reinforce the idea that your emotions are valid and deserving of both your attention and of the attention of others, so they can help you navigate through. And One of the ways to do this is engaging in self-care. And in one of my other brief videos, I said, you go for a run in nature or spend time with friends and family. But you have to take care of your emotional well-being by engaging in activities that bring you comfort and joy and relaxation. And it could be that run, or it could be hiking, or spending other time in nature, practicing different ways of mindfulness, be it through meditation or yoga, and even practicing hobbies you enjoy. And don't forget what your hobbies are. Remember them, engage in them, and build on them. Find new ones. And you have to prioritize that self-care as a way to honor your feelings and nurture your overall health. One of the most important things you need to do is to set boundaries. You need to advocate, and I have not been good at this, for your emotional needs by setting boundaries with others who may invalidate, dismiss, or flat out disregard the boundaries you set. Communicating assertively and respectfully about what you need in terms of support and understanding will help communicate what you want in your life and what you need in your life and how it affects your emotional well-being. And if they cannot accept your boundaries and they continue to hurt you, move on. You don't need that in your life. You need to be healthy. You need to understand what you want, what you need, and how people around you affect you. So I'm going to say it again. If they cannot accept your boundaries and they continue to hurt you, move on. One of the other things I struggle with is perfectionism. And you need to challenge that. And you need to recognize that it is completely unrealistic to expect yourself to always feel happy or positive, kind of like I mentioned before. You need to embrace the full spectrum of your human emotions. Those include sadness, anger, frustration, comfort. And they're all natural. They're all valid experiences. And they all affect us in different ways and different intensities based on situations. So your feelings do matter. And lastly, if none of these strategies work and you're still struggling, seek professional help. If you struggle consistently with feeling that your emotions don't matter, or if it significantly impacts your daily functioning, like your motivation to get up in the morning, or it affects your sleep, or if it affects your appetite, and it affects your basic being as a human being, you need to consider seeking support from a therapist or counselor. This mental health professional has a skill set that most people don't have. And they're going to help you explore and navigate those underlying issues and help you to develop those healthy coping strategies, to challenge those negative beliefs and cultivate who you are and your greater self-worth. So, in summary, your feelings matter. Don't deny it, explore it, and share it. That's the only way you're going to grow. And that's the only way that if you're hurting inside, you're going to get past it. So, my hope for you today, tomorrow, the next day, and the rest of your life is that you understand how you're feeling. Whether that's good or bad, whether it's 5 minutes or whether it's an hour, whether it's in specific locations or specific situations. Know, understand, recognize, and try and figure out what's going to make it worse or what's going to make it better. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is knowing that your feelings matter and it's okay to think about it and it's okay to talk about it. So, with that being said, it is Monday. I hope you have a wonderful week with the ones you love, whether it's friends, family members, even coworkers. And so I hope that you take another minute, one more breath, enjoy, live to love, love to live, and as always, be well.